Oh, I'll do the intro too. Great. We are Overwatch Pretenders here with Action News Team versus Mercury Cougars. This is going to be the match here on, well, this is Professional Kings Row or Eichenwald. We have yet to see what we're going to have in store for both teams tonight. I am Moshi Man, and I'm joined by my co-host, Ronan. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Co-host Ronan. Yeah, that's me. Hi.
This is Ronan's first time casting, and he is very excited.
Yes, I'm the main tank for another team in this league, Ultrawave. We actually played Mercury Cougars last week, so this should be pretty interesting.
How did that go for you guys?
We won 3-1, but it was a lot closer than the 3-1 actually was. It was pretty hard on some of these maps to get wins on.
So what you're saying is that Mercury Cougars is a good team.
They're pretty good, not gonna lie. And it's gonna be interesting to see how Ant play. They got a ton of new players in the last couple weeks.
Were there any like star players that really wowed you on Mercury Cougars' team?
Well, the Mercury Cougars have a few DPS players that are kind of nuts. The one that I think you may have to look for is Herbs on Brig. There were more than a few times when I was ready to shatter and I got bashed out of my shatter. So Herbs is kind of ready for that. I'm curious how well Herbs shuts down the main tank for Ant game overall.
Sure, yeah. I don't know that much about either of these teams. Unfortunately, I didn't do a ton of research beforehand, so it's gonna be good to have someone like you backing me up on all the cool facts, all the fun strats.
Maybe. I think overall, I'm not sure about Ant, but for Mercury Cougars, I think Cryptic is basically like the big brain leading all the plays, going on.
Sure. Is Cryptic going to be playing main tank tonight? Or?
Yeah. He's probably going to be on his Rhine. That's what he's known for.
Rhine specialist.
Yes.
Excellent.
Good meta for that, by the way.
Yeah, Rhine is definitely going to be super critical to both team strategies here on Eichenwald. We have... This is what? Week 3? Week 4?
Week 4.
This is week 4 then of the Overwatch Pretenders League. About halfway through the season. And we're going to have a good match. Looks like we have Sentinel, Where, maybe Sloth, the Bear Jew, Corgi Bebop, and Sergeant Nova on Action News Team with Cryptic, Chesh, Big Daddy, Toop, Rush, Pert, Herbs, Eodun on Mercury Cougars. So let's see what happens here for both teams as we get started. And the teams push into each other. Got Junkrat.
Junkrat instead of Diva. That's really interesting.
Mm-hmm. Looks like they're pushing around the right side here. From the defense perspective, Bearji goes down to a Fire Strike. That is unlucky, but that's a really convenient pick there. Brig Bash comes out. Cryptic's there, just holding his shield out. He goes down, though. Maybe Sloth really able to just swing his hammer. And Mercury Cougars pushed back on their first push. That early pick not doing it for them.
Yeah, it looks like both teams had a couple early picks, but Cryptic was stuck in a trap, and he died super fast after that happened. The push kind of ended there.
Looks like they're definitely going to go again. Definitely going to just try it again. Zarya Bubbles come out. Here's the Brig Bash, stunning the Rhine, swinging their hammers, and an ultimate coming out from Zenyatta. Shatter. Ooh, and Tyre taking Cryptic out. Chesh is out of the mech. And Mercury Cougars seems to be getting pushed back as multiples of their members go down and meet their death. And
wow. Sergeant Nova farmed that trance very quickly, and that was actually critical because 2 members of Ant got shattered, and nothing happened to them. They were in the trance.
Yeah, that was an insanely fast trans. I was not expecting to see that come out. But look, he has trans. Oh no, that's Mercury Cougars has trans. So It's 3 versus 3 alts here. We see the rally come out. Gonna buff up that Cryptic. He gets bubbled as he walks right there at Sloth. Ooh,
Huge
the
shatter.
counter shatter. Yeah, that's huge.
Oh.
Beat coming out, and there's kind of the roll through from Mercury Cougars. They have a successful push. Looks like Corgi's, Corgi's trying to get out, and he does.
It looks like they just beated for their shattered players, and they used the beat shielding to roll through. That's
You know, that's one way to do it, right? Like, they grabbed him, and grab is super strong, and you can only get so much value.
The Bear Jew, I don't know if that was a misclick.
Oh yeah, he just used his beat. Yeah, he might be just switching, but that seems like a
maybe he
misclick
was
otherwise.
trying to switch. But
Oh, that Tyra was a little early,
Oh.
I think. Oh man.
that was a huge counter shatter from Cryptic. It looks like they're just gonna roll this.
Yeah, big counter alts coming in there. We got Sentinel, maybe Sloth going down, but Bear Jew and Sergeant Nova also getting picked off, while Rushford falls as well. But that's going to leave Mercury Cougars with the advantage here, just kind of free to push. A lot of times we see dive on this point, but it doesn't look like it's necessary right now. And you know,
They're just kind of rolling.
not
Right
really
now,
yeah.
Ant have Trance, and currently Mercury Cougars don't have any ults.
They can definitely hold this
I'm
point.
curious.
Then.
They did it. They actually did it. Let's see.
They have to get the kills though. Nothing really coming out though.
Yeah.
Now the rally's up. Rushford
break's
does go
dead.
down. That's huge stuff there. Chesh coming back to help out the team. Maybe Sloth. Yeah, they're gonna get pushed back here. Their tanks are separated and they're just not really playing together. Zarya.
Herb's got 3 kills.
That's insane, dude. He must have been super high charge.
Yeah, he was like 100 energy. He got 3 kills there. I'm curious how quickly they push back here with half of Ant dead.
He has Grav now, and both they're playing triple tank, triple support almost. Yeah, and like
Wow.
they are just ready to go. Widowmaker here on the left side, getting pushed by Chesh. Chesh does take out Fuer then on Widow, while their team just kind of pushes there onto the cart. Grav coming out, Grav Shatter gets blocked, but Rushford does get taken out. Oh, the Tyre gets taken. Shatter comes out, grabbing 2. Oh, they got to get on the cart though. It's 4v4 here we've got Ana. Junkrat goes down, Big Daddy Toop goes down, and it's 3v3.
And may be able to stabilize here. Oh. Cryptic.
Fuer,
Wait,
man, able to just
Sloth
touch
got
that
back.
point. Yeah, I know. Oh my gosh. Oh, and the trance.
They use Trance. Sloth has to live through this.
Oh, the
Oh,
shatter.
they use the Shatter. They get the Lucio.
That'll do it.
Insane fight.
Yeah, I mean, how many alts did Mercury Cougars have to use there?
They use Shatter twice. A Grav, a Bomb,
And a trans.
and a Trance. Everything but the beat, pretty much.
That's crazy. And that's gonna definitely give Action News Team the ult advantage moving into the last choke here.
Yep.
Kind of 2v2 now, but here's Tyre coming out. It gets taken out though. EO is on point.
Ooh. Maybe a Sloth a little too forward.
Yeah, no picks yet. Oh wait, no, that Bear Jew and Reinhardt getting taken out. Cryptic just able to walk forward.
Yeah, Nano Zarya, not really a big deal with all the healing that Mercury Cougars have.
Nice pulse bomb there on Brigitte, taking out Rushpert, and probably just gonna, give Sloth a chance to keep his shield up without getting stunned. Oh, double shatter! Big counter shatter there from.
That's a huge beat. They need to get value out of this.
Yeah, they
Orion
do.
is swinging at the Ana.
Herb's getting slept. Oh my gosh, what is happening? It's a brawl. Eodon popping his trance while he gets grabbed, but there wasn't really anyone there to shoot him in the first place. Sloth going down, and Mercury Cougars is gonna take it.
Really messy fight at the end there.
Yeah, it really didn't feel clean. I mean, sometimes those last point pushes can feel that way, but this one especially, you know.
Definitely. What a block by Cryptic and what a shatter by Cryptic, though.
I know. That was some good Ryan play.
He saved the cart from getting pushed back, and I think his shatter plus his pin really sent Ant into a tizzy there. I think there were after that, it didn't look like they really had a plan, you know.
Yeah, no, they didn't seem organized. They were definitely, almost in freak out mode.
Yes.
They were on Tracer, they were on stall that card as long as possible. They
Exactly,
probably wanted to get under a minute. Not easy.
A minute 36. That's not too bad a time if you're Ant. You're definitely thinking you can have a better time here on attack.
Ready for battle.
Looks like we may be ending up with a pause here in just a second. Someone may have lost connection. So let's just maybe take that into account and see if this happens.
Is there a pause?
Well, our current host is going to be our pauser right now. So let me see if I can take care of this. One moment, please. We are having technical difficulties.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Attackers.
It looks like maybe play is going to continue without the pause.
All right, that's good. I don't really think anything needs to be changed since it was the host that lost disconnection. But we're going to have Ant pushing into Mercury Cougars here. They have Soldier and Pharah, which are both pretty unique picks, but maybe they're looking to evade Brigitte. Going around the right side here, pushing right onto the point. We got Bearju and Sloth right onto the point. Bearju going down. Rushpert, very big pick. Sloth getting pushed back and taken out. Looks like... it looks like Ant is just a little too spread out here on their push, and they get ousted by Mercury Cougars.
Yeah, so in a Goats v Pharmacy, it's important to be aware that the Rein Zarya for the team with the Pharmacy is a lot less protected. They don't have the Brig and the Zen alongside the Diva to help out. So it's going to be important for Mercury Cougars to really put a lot of pressure on the tank line for Ant if they want to avoid getting poked down by the Pharah.
Right, and see, there we have the Pharah taking out Rushpert on Brigitte. Boyer just able to back and pound into that shield. Ryan going down, his shield was so low there, and now the rest of the team is just kind of stranded versus that Pharah, and they can just walk at them.
Corgi's getting so much value on this Pharah right now.
Yeah, without that Rhine shield, it seems like really powerful. And, that's only 2 pushes there from Ant, where Mercury Cougars took 3 pushes. So, off to a good start here for Action News team.
I'm curious if Mercury Cougars make any swaps. It doesn't look like it.
Well, they have three alts, 2 support alts, which are going to be big. With Grav coming up and with Tactical Visor coming up, it's going to be 5, almost 5.
I mean, Ant's coming up on 6 ults.
Yeah, 63 ults. So let's see if they overcommit here or if they use these efficiently. It's going to be important for Mercury Cougars to shut down that Pharah, though. They might need to switch to a hit scan.
Thanks for the assist.
Big shatter.
Yeah, big preemptive shatter there. So Sloth going down. The barrier a little late, but it's going to try to save the rest of the team. The grab comes out to counter, taking out Bearju. Sloth gets res. Sergeant Nova gets taken down after his res, though, resulting in Sloth dying.
If you're Ant, you're thinking to yourself, that was a 1 push. They used all 3 of their tank ults, and you only used your beat.
Yeah, no, that's great. I mean, they do have support ults left, but, that's still, 1 versus 3 ults. Sure, right?
Yeah, totally. Because especially against Goats, their ults are so important that getting them out of them is a really important part of taking them down.
Damn.
So if you were Action News team, who would you be looking to pick off first right now?
I would be looking to try and pick off their Zen, especially, because the Zen's the one doing the most damage to the Pharah. If the Zen dies, the Pharah is almost free to do whatever the Pharah wants to do. Corgi can do whatever. It looks like they're going to Big block.
Yeah.
Zarya.
Looks like we're gonna have a damage boosted tactical visor here, but it's gonna be stopped by Trans while his team gets taken out, which is like, wow, that's really good
That was
play
really
there.
smart by Mercury Cougars. When the Ryan and the Zarya got on the cart, on goats, they just all pushed onto the Rhine. It was 6 people on one Rhine. The Rhine's not going to live for long.
Yeah, and with that Trans, they basically just said, I don't care about your attack visor.
Yep,
So
we don't care.
Yep. Welcome to Goats, where we don't care.
So right now it looks like they might just do the same thing. It's a 4v6.
Yeah, he has the
Nice
shatter
block.
again. Doesn't really hit anyone though. The grab comes out. There's a nice grab combo though.
that is
Chesh
the-
not able to get his defense matrix up soon enough.
Yeah. So I'm like clean up.
Looks like someone's sleeping on the back line there. Or Chesh
a little-
is on the cart. Being a little cheeky. Good job, Chesh. They don't see you yet. Oh man, that might stall, that might stall them out to a point where
That's a
they can
big
contest.
stagger, but maybe an even bigger stall. That was almost 10 seconds of stall there.
Yeah, that's going to allow Mercury Cougars really to respawn and give them the option to contest if they want to. It's 1v2 ults. They
And
have the
it's
zoning
looking
ult.
like
They're
they
going to
want to,
come
for
out.
sure.
Oh, and they're going to look strong. Chesh on the back line, and Cryptic just, swinging his hammer here away at Sloth, who goes down.
man.
This is definitely going to be enough to push them out. Rushpert gets booped off, though, by Pharah. Quer taking out EO.
A lot of ults being
Oh,
used. The
big
fight is
bomb.
across this entire bridge. That's a big kill by the Pharah. Without the Rhine.
That's a huge bomb, too. Getting 2 with bomb is just, like, that's perfect value. And so it's 2v2. Pharah goes down, though. Bearju is forced to retreat. Only 60 seconds left, though.
What a crazy
like-
fight. There was a fight happening on the cart, a fight happening by the tree at the end of the bridge. There was a lot going on.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what lost them the fight there, but, it was definitely just, like, the amount of damage and kills, I
Well,
think.
ultimately, Ant lost their Rhine first, and it's oftentimes just too hard to continue a fight without a Rhine. Oh,
And they're going to lose him again. What a boop toop. Oh, my God.
Barrage!
Oh, my God. They can do it here. Oh, and then
Gigantic
two gets shattered. But Sergeant Nova is Valking, trying to keep Tracer alive. Rezzing. Oh, goes down, though.
Cryptic!
Your hammer is too long. Okay, well, I think this is probably going to be done. They've got ball on the cart to kind of stall it out.
Another
they get booped
boop.
off. Wow, so much CC here. Corgi, you need to get to that cart, and it's not going to do it. Mercury Cougars takes it 3-1.
In that last fight, it looked like Cryptic did a lot, but just booping the Rhine off they had no shield for the shatter. It was a free shatter.
Yeah, that was totally free. That was crazy. Amazing timing there by Toop.
Some classic swing into the grab.
Triple kill.
Oh
The
yeah,
game.
I love being enabled by Zarya.
The Zarya never gets it. It's always the Rhine.
Yep. Well, great job from both teams. Some really good play. Both teams seemed fairly organized. Like nothing really was going wrong. It just, Mercury Cougars won fair and square without too much.
It seems like Mercury Cougars just had the few things go right. The boops, the block shatters, the huge shatters that weren't blocked. Just like little things that went right for Mercury.
Right. Yeah, and all those little things really add up, I think, right? And that's what wins you the game. It wasn't close enough where they had to play it down all the way to the last point. So, maybe it wasn't the same number of like small things, but it was like a couple things right at the end for Mercury Cougars that made a big change. But up until there, it seemed like they were trading pretty evenly. Because
I agree.
We had the 6 alts there coming in to the second point from Action News Team, and they just weren't able to do what they need. Mercury Cougars, I think, realized that and kind of effectively held onto their alts and shut down their advances really well.
They did a really
back
good
to where
job
they were even.
they did a really good job at negating the ults of Action News Team, except for the barrage. Corgi Bop's barrages were all huge, at least 2 kills per.
Yeah.
So I'm curious if Action News Team keep the Pharah Mercy, because while it may not have won them the game, the Pharah Mercy combo looked really strong against Mercury Cougars on that last map.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a possibility. You know, they haven't really had any players switch out, like to bring in a hit scan or something to counter that. So I think that Mercury Cougars may have that encounter with Pharah again. And Corgi Bebop seeming very comfortable in Pharah, like no issues, really good communication with Mercy. Definitely a all-star Pharah.
I'm curious if they ever, because I don't think they actually played any full goats. Action News Team did. I think they were always running either a Junkrat or a Pharah with the soldier.
I don't know. Maybe they're trying to just be anti-meta, but
maybe
you know, it can definitely work not to play goats. Goats is obviously very strong, but they may have their strengths elsewhere, and if they play goats, they may lose more than they
very
have.
True.
But,
it's
you
important.
never know.
It's also very important to realize that if you maybe aren't the strongest goats team, that you just simply don't play goats. You don't have to win.
Yeah, no, you
and
definitely
a
don't
lot
have
of teams
to.
in this league have shown that you don't need to play goats to win.
Yeah, no, Sombra is a really powerful tool as well. We've seen some Sombra come out with like triple tank, you know, as solo DPS, kind of like an off thing. And I don't know, not the most popular pick, but stuff that shuts down goats can also be very effective. Since we're not at the highest level of Overwatch play, there's a lot of flexibility.
Interestingly enough, it does look like Action News Team is going to go onto the full Zen Goats.
Yeah, so it's going to be Zen Goats v Zen Goats mirrored here on Busan. What's the real key area you have to take here on the first point? Is it the high ground mostly?
I think it's high ground, and the important thing to look for in these is the Zarya bubble usage. That's when it's the most important to determine whether you attack or back up. And it looks like maybe a Slot's getting pretty aggressive here.
Yeah, Sloth getting taken down. His shield was really low, doing a good job of pounding that shield. Chesh taking him out, and now Ant has their D.Va down as well, so half their tank line is gone. Mercury Cougar is looking very practiced on goats here.
Looking like a cleanup here.
Yeah.
Even a boop off the edge.
Yeah, that's some value boop there. Toop with the value boop.
Yeah, Toop's right clicks on Lucio. You gotta watch out for those.
Yeah, I honestly can't resist rhyming his name with the word boop. It's like a drug.
Toops has some good boops. What can I say?
Alrighty, we got Sloth swinging his hammer here. Cryptic goes down.
Oh,
and
both Rhines down.
The trans coming out. This is probably going to push Mercury Cougars back onto the point. But they do
They're all
grab.
caught in a grab.
Oh my
no
God.
shield.
Grav bomb combo coming out, but Flare not getting anyone. More just a reset there. Action News Team getting pushed back. Geez. Well, good job, Mercury Cougars. You stopped their advance once again.
It was smart of them to realize that they had more ults than Ant. So if they just used their ults that they had stored up, then they would have won the fight.
Yeah. That's something that I think is missed oftentimes on lower ranked teams. Oh, big shatter.
A gigantic shatter. That's going to end the fight really fast.
Oh my god. One ult just taking out the entire team. Oh my god. So Flare on the stagger here. Getting staggered here. That sucks. She should really go back to the spawn and just switch.
Yeah. She didn't have ult anyway.
Yeah, I think she realizes.
Looks like they're going to go right side here.
Now show them.
Maybe avoid taking the fight that they've lost a couple times previously.
Yeah, maybe mix it up a little bit, go right to the point, force Mercury Cougars to come to them.
I like it.
Yeah, me too. Brig here getting in on the back line. She gets taken
Brig
out.
a little too aggressive.
Yeah.
The trance is gonna stop anything from happening to them in the grab.
There's the Shatter and the Diva Bomb coming out. It's not really going to do anything, though. Hitting the high ground.
Ryan gets shattered in the... Ryan gets pinned in the grab, rather. And
Flare is the only one left to contest the point outside of Sentinel. And they are both going to really go down here. Diva Bomb not going to be effective behind that little barrier. And that's going to go Busan round 1 to Mercury Cougars.
it really looked like that first fight, Mercury Cougars took that ult advantage and took it all the way
0.
to the end of the map.
And that's what GOATS is all about, right? Is snowballing your advantage
Exactly.
just into one, trash compactor of a team fight.
Making sure you always have a couple ults every fight, even when they won't have ults every fight.
Yeah, and if you can't catch back up, that's your biggest hurdle to overcome is if
Exactly.
you're down. But they never were, so not going to be a problem. Smooth sailing.
4.
Looks like Widow Sombra from Action News Team.
Round 2.
Yeah, maybe even Ball Tracer.
Oh,
I'm not sure.
interesting. Triple DPS.
Triple DPS, single tank. They're definitely probably just going to try to dive on like the backline. I know it's not a dive comp, but it's very offensive. High risk, high reward here. So Pharah bothering Toop here on the high ground.
That's big. Without
Ooh,
the
yeah.
Zen, the Pharah is free to do whatever the Pharah wants to do.
Yeah, Foire and Sentinel taking out the Zenyatta. Looks like Mercury Cougars is just kind of stand on the point though, and okay, there comes the slam from Hamster, starting to bother the Reinhardt. They're gonna have to get him down though. His shield is really powerful. So we've got EO now on the Moira, and wow, Corgi Bebop getting a barrage off really quick on Toop, taking him out. But the point goes to Mercury Cougars. Bearju and Pharah, last ones to contest. A couple tanks left. I definitely think Action News Team can take this point here.
Yeah, it definitely looks like Chesh is just getting to the point to stall for some extra percent.
Yeah, you got to die on point.
So against this triple DPS comp, it's really important for the Goats comp to stick together and avoid taking as much poke as possible. And I think they did a really good job at avoiding poke, especially when they lost their Zen early. When the fight was almost, you're not going to win the fight, but you can prolong the fight and even cap the point from it. That was a really good job by Mercury.
Wonderful, wonderful. And in light of that, looks like they're going to switch to the Winston and rally right onto the point here. Pharah in the air. That's the big hack coming out.
Area denied.
And they've got the mines down. The Winston's going to be able to take most of those out. Brigitte also taking some of them out.
It looks like, while a lot of them were EMP'd, it doesn't look like there's a lot of follow-up from Action News Team.
I think they were expecting those mines to take out more people.
I agree.
And that's going to be...
Justice reigns from
Oh,
above.
okay.
Got one. There's still just too many people on the point to... Oh, the sneaky res from Sergeant Nova.
Yeah, that's going to be a big stall. Pharah's going to be able to stall the point a little bit more and get out alive.
Yeah.
So that's always good. Build a little alt charge. He's been building his barrages so fast. Who is he shooting to build these barrages? Like,
Against Goats, too, you're almost expected to. And the Diva for Mercury Cougars, Chesh, has a really important job at trying to mitigate not only the Pharah, but the barrages, too, because a Diva totally can negate a barrage.
Fire at will.
oh, here's the big what is this called again? A big grab coming out.
But it looks like the Bearju beated away any damage they were taking.
Yeah, good play there. Now we got Sentinel on the back line, trying to harass the Zarya. Hamster diving in on the point, looking to take out those squishies. Big hack there, coming
That's
out
a
on
big
a couple
hack.
players. Oh man, Pharah in the
Even
air, just
fight.
harassing.
But right now, Chesh is just cleaning up.
Yeah, he sure is. Sergeant Nova getting taken out, both supports down. Looks like it's just Pharah left on the point, trying to contest, but he does go down eventually. Where getting taken out by the monkey in the back.
So this is really smart. Eodun swapped over to the Moira, and the Moira swap's really good, especially if they don't have a Diva, because nothing can eat your healing or damage orbs. So they're just gonna bounce around forever, healing or damaging. And it looks like the Bearju touched. Just a stall.
that's going to give some overtime there. Corgi Bebop trying to get in alone. Sergeant Nova on the flank. Diva there, kind of on the point, but they're going down slowly. You know, it's kind of one of those diving in one at a time. Really hard to take a point that way.
Yeah.
Bearju
Just-
might be able to make it back, but this is going to be
Emergency touching, it's about all you can do, really.
Yeah, well, Mercury Cougars wins it again. You know, we saw some glimmers of hope there for Action News Team, but Mercury Cougars able to really just keep it together, use their ult advantage once they got that point back, and grind them to the dust, you know.
They did a really good job overall of just countering the DPS of Action News Team on that last map. They played away from Widow sightlines. They kept the Sombra in check, so there weren't any hacks all the time. And even when there was an EMP out, they made sure to play in a way that they're not going to all die just from the copious amounts of spam above.
Right, so they play together enough, but also like separated enough where they can't all just be destroyed all at the same time. Yeah, no, yeah, they good positioning, right?
A lot of coordination, like you can tell they're very coordinated.
Yeah, and that's really good to see. You know, they must have been playing together for a long time. I know Mercury Cougars is one of the original teams here in the league, so a lot of synergy there between their players, along even with their new recruits. I know Eodun and Herbs are both fairly new to the team, so
Yeah.
Well, good stuff from both teams. Next, after halftime, which is going to be around 10 minutes, we're going to be seeing Assault mode, either Hanamura or Anubis. So during our halftime, I'm just going to take this chance to plug the Discord. So our Discord is Overwatch Pretenders. We are a league that caters to Platinum and Diamond players mostly. We've got a SR cap for each of the teams, which is 3,500 once you're on the team, and it's a little lower for actually joining a team, just to give a little room for movement there, so you don't, get into Masters before you get to have a chance to play. And we also have a lower level league for gold and below, for I believe it's 2,750 or 2,500 and below. And we are Overwatch Pretenders Discord, so that you can find us on Discord. On that, we hold pretty much, weekly or nightly pickup games. Those are a lot of fun. Ronan has a lot of experience with those, and he can definitely speak to enjoying himself there. We also hold some art contests, and sometimes we have tournaments during the off season. We recently had a Widow headshot tournament with some really great plays and some great contestants there. And we are always around. We don't have plans on going anywhere. So if you want to check us out, you can join a team by becoming like a recruit, like a free agent. We have an application. And we are also on Twitch here at Overwatch Pretenders, Twitter, OW Pretenders, and on YouTube as Overwatch Pretenders. So check us out, and I hope you're enjoying the games. Thanks for tuning in. All right, everyone. Welcome back to Action News Team versus Mercury Cougars. We're going to be moving on to the assault stage of the round. Assault stage of the match. We are in the match, and we're going to be going to Anubis here with our two teams. I've got some shout-out requests, though, while we are in before we start. So Forebears has asked me to tell Ronan, my lovely co-caster, that he's doing an excellent job.
Thank you, Forebears. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Forebears. And that we also run a podcast, Overwatch Pretenders Podcast, Overwatch Pod, where you can submit your clips from the match, whether you're a player, whether you're a spectator, or whether it's even from an Overwatch Pretenders official match. It can even be from a pug, like a pickup game. So we are looking forward to see your submissions. If you're on a team, submit them to your team leader, and they will submit them into the Overwatch Pretenders podcast server, and we will take care of those and show them on the stream on Sundays. So just to let everyone know, the Overwatch podcast is Sunday at 12 EST noon, or I believe that is 8 a.m. PST. So just a little quick shout out there. 9 a.m. PST. I'm EST myself, so I honestly don't keep track very often.
Totally
definitely
okay.
check us out on Sunday though.
Yeah, I'll be on the podcast actually tomorrow. So
that's hype.
make sure
we
you
got a
check it
great
out.
lineup. It's always like guests and like
Now
interviews
entering the
and
temple.
plays and predictions and things like
Initiating
that.
the
So
match.
It's a good time. Definitely check it out.
all right, everyone, welcome to Anubis. We've got a very dry desert here, but our gameplay will not be dry unless it's a 4-0. But I think we're going to be in store for more than that, as I always see teams change their strats on assault maps, and it leads to these wacky like comps and wacky strats. Like sometimes you see Symmetra teleporting to the point with Bastion, and like whatever goes on assault maps stays on assault maps.
I mean, right now we got double main tank from Action News Team.
Who are on defense.
Incoming in
Yeah,
30
Yeah.
this is going to be an interesting one.
Yeah, it looks like they're running with it too. Maybe they're gonna try to do like a treetop hybrid defense. I don't know. A lot of the times, but they don't have May or anything. I really don't know what's going on. I don't
wish-
really see Orisa used against anything.
I wish I could tell you what's going on either, but I'm just as in the dark.
5,
And it looks like standard Zen Goats from... Oh,
1.
yeah, standard Zen Goats.
Attackers incoming.
For a sec,
Yeah,
I thought
that's
Rush
gonna
is
be-
about to play Hanzo.
I know, right? That was gonna be hard to stop.
Please move
Um,
behind the barrier.
Yeah, but with the double walls, it would have been easy to stop. But with Ghost, is gonna
Yeah.
be hard to stop. Double take.
Keyware,
Oh man, taking out EO.
it looks like
Junkrat
they're
here
still
just
going to try to
spamming
push.
Sentinel getting really low, but Sloth getting right in front there. Lucio on the point. Oh, there's a big charge from Cryptic. Cryptic's now purple though. Sloth not getting healed up. Oh, now he's healed up. Cryptic kind of separated from his team. Already has a
Ooh,
shatter.
Sloth gets shattered.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Well, the double shield was not able to save them that time, as Rushpert gets 2 kills there, and Action News Team is forced off the point after the first push. It wasn't an immediate push in, but it definitely was.
No,
first push.
and they pushed that without their Zen for the vast majority of the fight. That was really impressive. Chesh did a good job at shutting down the Widow by harassing her, and it looked like just Cryptic was swinging into almost everything.
Welcome to Reinhardt. I just don't think that Action News Team had nearly enough damage with that double main tank.
No.
And Widow. Oh man,
Sloth is
Mercury
low.
Cougars just standing on the point, pushing them off. Here's a nano from Ana onto Reinhardt. He's gonna have to get on the point and get some values out of this. Mostly just taking Chesh out of mech. The rest of his team is dying though.
Ooh, Cryptic with the pin.
Oh
This
man,
may
this is
be a
looking
point
grim.
cap.
Oh, I think it is. Yeah. There's Mercury
Oh,
Cougars.
man.
Ooh.
They took the ults that they had from the last fight and snowballed. That was Goats 101.
Man, that's tough. And they have 6 minutes. And we
Oh.
are going to be entering a pause here.
You know, Moshi, you were talking about interesting strats. You know, Was the Orisa Rhine worth it?
No, I don't think it was. I mean, it's creative.
It's interesting. The thing is, the Orisa and the Rhine can't help each other. You know,
Mm-hmm.
the thing about Zarya is the Zarya can shoot this bubble at a Rhine, and the Rhine can start to swing, and he's not going to take any damage. And the best part is the Zarya is basically a DPS within Goat, with the amount of damage that a fully charged Zarya will do. Orisa doesn't really have that damage that a Zarya does.
Especially after a big fight like the first point, right?
Especially.
Yeah. Dang. Yeah, no, that's just a snowball. And they just gained time, like 2 minutes. Wow. So we're in a pause here. Looks like one of the players' mice have died. And they're just going to go grab a new one. And it should... we should unpause here pretty soon. Anything you want to shout out or talk about, Ronan, while we're in our little...
Curious if that mouse break was the mice itself, or maybe throwing the mouse across the room. I'd be very interested to know what sort of mouse break. But I don't know. It looks like Action News Team has no answers for Mercury Cougars goats. It looks like their goats is unstoppable.
Yeah,
And-
I mean, in this situation, it just seems like their ult coordination is just cut above, and the Action News Team's like comp, like their setup that they want to have, it's just not working the way they want it to, because Goats is just such a, solidified strategy. I don't even know what to say.
If I'm Action News Team, I either go Goats and hope that our coordination and our play just gets a lot better, or I really commit to Corgi on Pharah, because Corgi Bop's Pharah every single time it's been played has been very good, dealing tons of damage, has a barrage every few seconds. I just don't know if they can win unless they commit to one of those two strategies.
Yeah,
I really hope we don't see an Orisa Reinhardt on attack. Now that would be throwing in the towel, I think.
I don't think we will. I think we may see something even more unique. Maybe we'll see Bastion. Maybe we'll see our
Bastion,
favorite.
Symmetra.
Yeah, you never know at this point. I mean, I feel like they're flailing a little bit, and which is expected against when they're losing. They want to be able to overcome. But it's going to be difficult for them to come back. I hope to see them do a good job and rally.
And
No
sometimes the things that you just come up with, because sometimes when you're losing mindset, somebody says something crazy. It's Metro Bastion, and everybody's like, sure, we're losing anyway. We can't lose harder, right? We might as well. And sometimes you'd be surprised what some silly stuff can do.
Right, yeah, your whole team just gets all hyped up, and you're like, let's do it anyways. Let's go for it. It's going to be great. And then pirate ship just works or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great to see those moments, and, sometimes we see them in places like Overwatch League or Contenders, and it's just like...
Oh, yeah, and any
how does
team
this happen?
game, really. Like, sometimes, if you bang, goats or whatever, you bang hard enough and nothing's happening, you gotta do something else. You gotta do something a little outside the box.
Yeah, I think Pharah is their window of opportunity there, just like you said, though. We saw a lot of effectiveness off of the Pharah, constantly harassing Brigitte in the back line, kind of making Brigitte unable to do her job in, stunning the Reinhardt and healing the team. They need something else to gel with those picks. Like, they need some sort of stronger front line. I don't even really know. Like, who can go? Like, maybe they need Hammond as opposed to Diva or something.
Maybe.
Or I don't know. Maybe they go full dive. But
I just don't think that they'll. Yeah. I just don't think that they'll win the game playing what they're playing right now, like the way they're playing right now. They got to completely switch everything up, top to bottom.
Yeah, and if they have the flexibility to do that, they could be very successful.
Because I could even see Dive played well countering this. You take high ground and you force the goats to kind of sit on point, and you let your Pharmacy just really take care of them.
Right, because you have high ground on both sides, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I guess this is all speculation. Who knows what they're actually going to come out with on attack?
I know. We're just trying to build up the hype here.
I know. There's a lot of hype to be built.
Yeah,
I wonder if they're actually running out to the store, running out to the local gas station, picking up a quick cheap mouse,
little trackball mouse,
little trackball mouse
from the basement, maybe. All right, looks like we have the unpause signal from Action News Team. We're gonna be back in the game here, and I'm
excited.
What happens. Yeah, I know, right? But 6 minutes, even if they win first point, like first push, no problem.
Yes.
Like 6.5 minutes pushing into last point. Oh my god.
If you're Action News Team, you basically have to ignore that insane 6.5 minute time. You have to think, let's cap first point and let's cap second point, even if we only cap it with 2 minutes left or something. Like we just
right. Step at a time, right? Just one
step at a time. Because if you think about how hard it's going to be to defend again, your attack's never going to work.
Right. Yeah, never.
Ready for
All
battle.
right, teams are getting their rosters together. I don't know if we're going to see troll picks here or not. These both seem like pretty serious teams. But it looks like we've got Cryptic on Winston.
I really like Winston goats on defense in this point. There's a lot of high ground to hold. The Winston, if the goats team tries to walk through main, the Winston's just going to be cleaving everybody, going to be really pressuring the Zen that's going to be with the goats team.
Mm-hmm.
So this is going to, when...
5,
Well,
4,
they're playing a Widow here.
Yeah, I know. There's also the Widow, so the Cryptic can just dive on the Widow. Like he has like a double whammy advantage here. So.
Hello there.
Coming up on the left side, Action News Team probably trying to look to just walk right through main. They haven't seen Cryptic yet, but he's just right there. Definitely just going to walk to the point. Cryptic follows them up. EO on the high ground along with Lucio. Sergeant Nova going down to Herbs, though. They are just surrounded. Winston there doing his job. Zarya getting damage in. Sloth finally going down. And that's probably going to lead to the rest of the team getting snowballed out here. Just Sentinel and Spooky Boo left alive.
And on that attack, it was just the Zen was just getting focused by everybody. It's really hard to live on a Zen when you're being cleaved. You have a Zenyatta and a Diva up top shooting at you. When you have the Brig and the Zarya all shooting at you. Action News Team are going to have to find a way to protect their Zenyatta here when they're making this push. And it looks like they're just going to go straight to full goats.
Yeah, we've got Corgi or Fuer back on the Diva. They're going to walk right to the point. I think this may be their opportunity if they can get on the high ground, take out the Zenyatta. Winston diving in on their own Zen and taking a lot of spam. Oh man, that's going to do it.
Yeah, that was a really fast Primal Rage from Cryptic. And that's what happens when you're cleaving 6 people all at the same time.
Right, you just get so much.
And you notice Cryptic split the Zenyatta there. When he jumped the Zen, he forced the Zen into that little room when the rest of his team was on the point. And so that made it really hard for anybody to actually help the Zenyatta when he was being primaled around.
Right, yeah. That makes sense. Sometimes you don't want to go inside as Winston, like you want to be able to jump around, but drawing Action News Team into that space definitely just allowed them to collapse on to every part of their team.
And they're coming up with 5 ults on Mercury Cougars.
Yeah, it's going to be like 3v5 ults here. Maybe Zarya will get Grav. Definitely going to be tough for Action News Team. They've decided to take the high road this time. They realized that, Mercury Cougars was not holding that. Oh, here's a grab coming out. Got the whole tank line in there.
Yeah,
Diva
here
bomb.
comes the ults. Didn't even need the bomb.
No.
Everybody was dead way before then.
Yeah, that was. I don't know. It was probably just what they wanted to do. They've got
Yeah.
plenty of advantage. Kind of. Look, definitely, if they leverage this properly, Action News Team can push in with their.
I mean, they almost have 6 ults.
Yeah. Dang.
So, if there was any fight to make to win this first point, it's gonna be this one.
And now is the time. Yeah, they are only going to have one more push after this one. Looks like they're going to go high ground on the left side.
Force trance.
Yep, that's going to come out. But they're already so far past Mercury Cougars that it doesn't
They just
really
kinda
matter.
snuck past them.
We're definitely going to see a primal from Cryptic here.
Огонь по готовности.
Big grab.
Serve this.
Diva Bomb coming out. Cryptic ulting in the middle there. Diva Bomb taking out
Big
Herbs
bomb.
and Chesh. This is definitely Ant's time to shine. Rushpert going down to Corky Bebop. Fuer taking out Eodun. And then Action News Team is definitely going to cap here. No chance of Mercury Cougars getting back to defend.
That was a solid push. They pushed the Zen, forced the trance, got to the point for free, grav bombed, cleaned up, very clean.
Yeah, that was like 3v2 ults when they have an ult advantage, so they're still looking really good here. Chess trying to get some harass damage there, maybe trying to get a pick on the back line, but he gets
Chesh
stuck.
messed up.
Oh, Chesh, man, what are you doing? Oh, Chesh out of mech and down on the ground. This is definitely going to allow Action News Team.
Aggression from Action News Team here.
Oh my
Big
god, Cryptic with the charge.
Oh, but he dies for it.
Trans v trans.
No one's gonna die now.
Огонь по готовности.
Oh, big grab.
Big
But
beat.
then we have the beat to save them. Double Diva Bomb coming out.
Back it's 2.
Oh my
It's
god.
2.
Big
Huge
shatter
shatter.
and big bomb. We've got Reinhardt and Zarya on the back line
Oh, it's
fighting it out. Zarya goes down. Just Corky Bebop left on the point, and
Wow.
she gets charged away. Wow. Well, that
was-
used all of the ults from both teams.
Yeah, they kind of just used everything.
I think they thought they had it, and I almost thought they did too, but Mercury Cougars did a nice job of kind of trickling in their ults and only using them right when they needed to.
I think the fight was really even, just Mercury Cougar spawned so much closer that
Yeah, that's always a huge advantage.
when you're attacking, you can't settle for even fights. You have to really blow them out.
Yeah. Man, Fuer getting kind of caught out here, but gets protected by the bubble. Looks like Ant's Action News Team is going to try to go far right side, but their
looks
Diva
like
gets
they're just
demaxed,
gonna-
and yeah, they're going to retreat. Probably a smart move there. They've only got 2 minutes, and they really only need to build ult charge, right? Like their win condition is building ults.
Good shatter. Good block, I mean.
Right, yeah, very big
Brings
block
kinda
there. That
Forward
could've
here, and they do not have the Rhine.
Yeah, Cryptic is down. I think they're going to try to take advantage of this with the... Oh my god. The counter... Oh my god. I can't even keep up. This may be the blowout we need, but there still are 4 alive from Mercury Cougars, and
Oh.
Reinhardt comes back. Sentinel saving
gets
himself with the
charged.
bubble.
The trance is
this
gonna
is-
save the Reinhardt. Everybody shattered, but
Oh, but Eo with the massive save.
Not bad.
What's going to happen next? We see a beat here from Lucio. It's now 5v3 though, and
Yeah.
Ant is going to be pushed out.
the defensive ults from Mercury Cougars is saving the day for them.
That's not right.
Who do you think their all-star player is right now? Who's doing the best with their ults?
If I had to choose, it's hard.
I mean, Cryptic
If
is doing
I-
a great job. His shatters are like almost every fight, right?
Cryptic is the obvious one, but I think the not so obvious one is actually Eodun. He's not dying a lot. He's actually playing really safe, and he's charging up trance really fast. He's already at 73% to trance. He just used it.
Yeah, I agree with that entirely. He's definitely a hidden dog or whatever.
That's
you
a big
call it.
shatter bomb.
And the charge there,
Yeah.
getting sloth,
Cryptic.
doing his job. Corgi Bebop trying to get out, but gets taken out. No, gets stuck on the rocks. Oh, jeez.
They have
Team,
one.
can you rally? 45 seconds.
They just about have one fight left.
But EO has that trans, so they need to trans bait it out. Oh man, it's going to be 3v3 potentially. If Sloth can get that shatter up and if Sentinel can get that grab, I think they have a chance. But it's going to be close,
I
guys.
think we're gonna need some superstar play out of some Action News Team players here if they want to cap this.
Good luck to Action News Team. Coming up on our
Lucio
final fight
flipping
here.
the Rhine off the top.
What a play! Big brains, guys.
Oh, the Rhine gets booped again.
Here's the
Oh.
coming out. Sergeant Nova trying to save them, but Corgi and Sentinel already down. Massive
Huge
shatter.
Huge
Oh my
bomb.
god! That's so huge!
It's massive.
Oh, but EO!
Trans.
The trans!
They killed the Rhine fast enough that
Yeah,
he died before he even reached the trans.
but doesn't even matter. It's
Such
only going to be
smart play.
3v3 here. 4v3. Chesh still on the
Oh,
point.
they're-
Big beat.
They're coming back.
Oh my god!
I actually can't believe it.
Mercury Cougars! Corgi
Like,
Bebop,
it's
can you build your rally soon enough? But the shatter
not
comes
enough.
out. Oh,
What a fight.
what was that?
What
Oh
a
my
fight.
god. Well, at least Action News Team made it exciting for us. That was
Yeah.
a really great shatter bomb combo.
Play of the game.
Man, booping the Reinhardt off the away from the fight twice in a row was really, really important
Triple kill.
because the Rhine got booped away, 2 players from Action News Team died. And when those players died, even that huge bomb couldn't save the point.
Yeah, I know. That's massive.
P-Ware with the self-destruct kills.
Yeah, man. I mean, that was them on the bomb combo.
Yeah?
Man. Dang. Well, Mercury Cougars has currently taken the series, so they have won 3-X. So there's no way that Action News Team can win, but they can improve their map differential by winning one final map, which of course would be super exciting to see. They also have map pick. It is between Dorado and the other map that I always forget, Watchpoint Gibraltar. Very dive-friendly map. And so if they can take that last match, they can improve their map differential and maybe, score better against other teams that have lost 4-0. So just a small advantage there, just like Overwatch League, you get that that last chance at redemption. So
Of course. And,
Yeah.
no one wants to be 4-0'd. You want one
No.
map.
it's no fun. It's so disheartening to be 4-0'd, honestly.
It is.
Whenever I was on Toxic Storm, whenever we got 4-0'd, it was like I don't
It's
even
the
wanna play
worst.
this week. Yeah, it's like I don't even want to be here.
Yeah, I'm done with Overwatch.
Yeah. It wears
It-
off. And
it
you don't
does
come
wear
back.
off. But at least for that night. No more Overwatch.
Right, you're like, I am done.
So we were talking about, interesting comps from Action News Team when they were getting, I don't want to say stomped, but that 6.5 minutes on attack is as close to a stomp as you can get. But they didn't really show anything too interesting. It was mostly just, goats with a widow. But now that the series is over, do you think that now they're going to start pulling out the really weird, wacky comps?
Well, maybe they'll just look to have fun with it. Maybe they will do that. I think
Maybe.
potentially they're going to just kind of try to stick with what they know, and maybe Mercury Cougars will loosen up a little bit, and that'll give them an opportunity to wedge themselves a match win. So we never know.
Definitely. Whenever I've been in the situation where, I'm getting beat real bad, we're going to lose a series, usually we either treat it like a practice almost. Like, this is just a scrim at this point. We're practicing, not too big a deal anymore.
Right.
And then on the other side, you can also say, let's just have fun. I don't know. Let's just play quick play comp. Let's play Bastion. Let's play Protect the President.
Yeah, throw it at the wall and see if it sticks, kind of thing.
Exactly.
That makes sense. Something we didn't really mention after our pause is that Spooky Boo has replaced Corgi Bebop, and that's the person whose mouse died. Corgi Bebop's mouse died. So whether they threw it across the room and broke it, or just maybe the sensor went bad, who knows?
Who knows?
Initiating match.
But moving into Dorado, our payload map for this series.
You know, this map has a lot of good points for dive, but also a lot of good points for Renzaria too. It's one of the more balanced maps in the game, I think, for different comps. So both teams can almost run anything and it'll work.
Yeah, and that's good to know. It leaves a really free form ending here to this series, and then potentially unique comps from both teams, like we love to see.
Looks like some 2-2-2 from Action News Team.
Yeah.
Corgi Bebop's Pharah.
Oh yeah, Corgi Bebop is back in. Who was it that Mouse has died then? I thought it was Corgi Bebop. Because they weren't in the last game.
I'm not privy to that information, unfortunately.
Oh well, darn. We are a professional production, I promise. We are funded.
We're slightly out of the loop, I think.
That's totally right.
Are they really going to go with the Torbjorn?
3, 2,
No, they're switching to Sombra.
attackers incoming.
I get faked out so much by that, you know.
That
Defriend,
would've
just
been a
setting an
good time.
example.
A deep breath. Now.
But yeah, we see Corgi on the Pharah. You know, we know how effective that is. Just spamming from the high ground here, literally from the air. Sombra going underneath, trying to get a hack on probably the shield, maybe take out the Widow, hack the Pharah, just kind of scout during the rotate.
Looks like the Widow's kind of alone right now, getting back to the team.
Yeah, that grapple. So something that you sometimes see is teams rotate too slowly or too quickly, and I think Action News Team did a good job of rotating when they needed to.
I agree, and I think, you know, when you're playing, you know, several scrims a week, that's gonna be one of those things where, like, if you don't have that down, then how in the heck are you gonna get down huge ult combos? But it looks like my slot just kind of swung into everybody.
Yeah, I mean, spurred on by the barrage from Pharah, who built it so quickly, and
of
seems
course.
to just use it on cooldown. It seems like a really just great strat. It almost looked like, you know, they gave him some space. Action News Team gave Mercury Cougars some space, kind of baited them into collecting and committing, and then they barraged them, and there was
And
nothing
another
they could
thing
do
that
about
giving
it.
them space does is it allows Corgi Bebop to fire on to their team even longer.
Yeah, big shatter coming out here
Shatter
from
gets to
Reinhardt.
Oh, the Sloth is
beat
kind of
here.
locked into that one. Both teams use beat.
Sloth getting res, though, that's going to be pretty important as long as he stays alive.
That's a huge shatter. It gets the Rhine, but they transit. If you're the Rhine, you're honestly thinking that's a good trade. You traded the Earth Shatter for a Transcendence.
And a grav. They
Keyword.
basically traded a res for a grav and a trans.
Yeah.
That was pretty good trade there for Action News Team.
In terms of ult economy in a lost fight, that's about as good as you can possibly hope for.
Yeah.
P-Where goes McCree. That's going to be to help counter the Sombra and to also help the Rhine, because you can flashbang the Rhine or the Zarya, whoever's in front.
Right. It's just like if you have a tracer, you know, someone on your back line
Огонь
all the
по
time.
готовности.
Big grab here.
Big grab.
Rain from above.
Big barrage.
There we
That's
go.
a 4K.
Oh,
5K. Is he going to get 6? Oh, yeah.
well, that was beautifully executed from Action News Team.
Herbs didn't want to be included in the play of the game.
Oh my gosh. Well, this has been some really clean play from Action News Team. I don't know what's going on, but
It's the
mean-
new mouse, I think.
I think they found an aim hack mouse or something. I'm not even sure.
Apagando las luces.
That's a
Big
big
action.
EMP. Yep.
That's gonna make it easy for goats to just kind of walk in.
They cleaned that up really nicely. They didn't need to use any other ults. They didn't have any other ults, but they managed to kill him just fine without any.
Yeah, that was pretty clean. Like, I mean, sometimes you need to combo EMP with stuff, but I think 222 is pretty squishy. Oh,
Gets
the
two in the
shatter.
back. Doesn't get the Rhine though. Sloth's
Yeah,
just
not bad.
swinging away.
Wow, I thought Mercury Cougars was just gonna go all the way through here, but it looks like they're finding a big fight against Action News Team. Reinhardt going down. Flair on the high ground.
Looks like they're
going
just down too many.
Reached the checkpoint.
Oh, dang. Yeah, I don't know. I think that was a debatable contest, but they definitely could have done it, but they also definitely are now worse off now that they lost.
It looks like sometimes Action News Team has some players doing one thing and other players doing another thing. It looks like some players are aggressing hard and some players are kind of being more passive. I don't know if it's a communication issue or just it's still a new team. They're still getting used to each other.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's probably just what they're used to. You know, you have some lower ranked players. Oh, here's McCree getting taken out. But
that's unfortunate.
Yeah, definitely providing enough of a distraction. Double
The
shatter.
Rhine gets shattered. Spooky Boo with the boop, saving the Rhine. Might be for naught. Rhine's getting booped around like crazy here.
Getting lots of healing though. It is now 5v4.
And
Corgi's
he's
out
Nano.
basically uncontested. Big
charge. And it's looking like they need to be in touch the cart mode here.
They definitely do. They definitely do. Ooh,
that beat's gonna help.
They're beated. Let's go. Big grab.
That's a big grab.
Oh
They're
no,
on
get
the
the cart. That's not gonna. They're not gonna be able to do anything with that, man.
Hamster doing what the hamster does best.
Stalling the cart.
Spinning around. And
justice reigns from above.
Another barrage coming out right in the finish there from Corgi Bebop.
And another really solid attack from Mercury Cougars.
You know I said Action News Team was being really clean with all their stuff. That last fight was not very clean. It was,
you may have cursed them, Moshi.
I did. I jinxed it. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, Action News Team. This is all my fault.
I don't know if you noticed, but the last barrage they had, not counting the very, very last one, but the last one they had while the cart was still moving, Mercury Cougars did a great job of just backing up. Everybody all at once held S. The Lucio sped boost them out, and nobody died from it. And that was, I think Mercury Cougars might have figured it out, maybe have realized how to counter the barrage.
Yeah, someone is keeping track of Corgi Bebop's ult very closely, because it's been a major factor.
And it's going to be even harder for Action News Team to get a win here if they have Corgi Bebop's Pharah figured out, because that's what's kind of giving them the leverage in a lot of these fights to win them. And it looks like he's still in the Pharah.
Yeah, I mean, it is effective, and if Mercury Cougars fails to account for it, I mean, they haven't really in the past, but if they do, then they can potentially use it to their advantage either way.
So it looks like Mercury Cougars are going to try to get really aggressive early this fight.
Yeah, they're not even holding on the high ground. I think they can kind of just walk in and stomp them.
It looks like they're just going to wait for them to come close, and then they're going to pounce.
Stop the payload.
Action News Team is on the dive comp, though, with the Genji and Winston and Diva.
Wow, that's a big kill on the Lucio.
Man, Sloth getting charged. Flair taking Chesh out of mech. EO not able to be finished off, though. Briggs saves him. Now it's just kind of like see who gets picked first. Flair getting taken out on the back line. Corgi Bebop trying to take out Chesh, who is D-Mech. But they get back.
Man,
Chesh
Chesh
actually
just
takes
deleted
Georgie out.
Bebop.
Yeah, jeez. They're just kind of building ults and poking here. Sentinel about half health.
It's really hard for the Winston in this comp to get anywhere near this Goats comp.
Yeah, I think you might have to really focus on that.
And it really does feel like whenever Cryptic charges, it's always getting someone. His charges are almost magical right now. Like magnetic insta-locking.
Yeah, that always feels bad. It can be really hard to deal with a Rhine with good trigger discipline.
That's a gigantic shatter.
And the bomb does basically nothing. Well, I guess this forward hold from Mercury Cougars here is working out quite well. They're able to cycle through their ults and just do enough damage against the 2-2-2 dive that Action News Team has not really gone anywhere. Nano coming out here onto Corgi Bebop. Barrage.
Nanoed Barrage.
Very
Gets taken out
interesting.
halfway through. Winston's caught out here.
Interesting trans there from EO.
I'm really surprised they didn't Nano Blade. That really surprises me.
I know, right? Like, they had it ready.
I
Maybe
thought that was the
Flare-
entire reason why Flare was on Genji. Was for
I
the
mean,
Nano
maybe
Blade.
Flare is not confident on Genji. Who knows, right? I honestly have no
Yeah, I don't.
It looks like Corgi Bebop was looking to switch to Brigitte, and Sergeant Nova is now switching to.
Yeah, that might have been it
There's-
too.
They're switching to Goats,
Fire at will.
That's a big grab. Almost everybody.
but
They
the beat, yeah, Shatter
Cryptic
gets only
dies before the
Corgi.
shatter goes off. Or
No, I believe the Shatter got one, but it didn't really matter. He did
Yeah.
just die anyways. Also,
And-
Sloth
Not good.
going
and
down.
the rally is just too much for Action News.
Oh, let's break it down.
And he might be blading to get off Genji here.
I think so. Yeah, I think he's definitely just looking to switch. Darn, he went down though. That
Not good.
he needed to survive there for him to have a good.
It is going to be a
turnaround.
little bit of a stagger.
Yeah. Because now look,
You're feeling
Cryptic
very
is
confident.
back. What's that?
You're feeling very confident here if you're Mercury Cougars.
Oh yeah, 100%. There's only 60
You're winning
seconds
fights
left.
even when your main tank goes down early.
Yeah, I don't know. They were kind of had that hobbled together comp. Oh, here's a Diva Bomb coming out on the back line. Went a little too far, but it did get Sergeant Nova behind that wall. Cryptic on the bubble. Chesh diving right in against Mech. Spooky Blue taken out. Sentinel taken out by Cryptic. This is Goats just diving on your main tank.
The
line.
Diva Bomb Cryptic charge combo is working perfectly every time. Almost every time there's a Diva Bomb, Cryptic has somebody that he's about to pin to a wall. It is... I don't even know how you stop it if you're Action News team.
I mean, you really just have to avoid Cryptic. Like, oh, big shadow there coming out, taking Cryptic.
That's huge.
This could be massive
Cryptic's
here,
gonna charge.
but EO done. Oh
That's
my
a
god.
huge trance.
Trans a little
That's a
late there
huge
for-
trance.
Woo! This is spicy. Diva Bomb
Diva
coming
Bomb
out
in
right
the back.
in the air. Not
Doesn't
getting
get
anyone.
anything.
Sergeant Noah taking Cryptic out. Flare taking out Rushpert. Oh my god. Sentinel, Spooky Boo, Peware. Oh, Mercury Cougars is out of this fight. But will Action News Team be able to push it far enough before they get back?
Well, Mercury Cougars don't have any ults, and there's 2 tank ults from Action News
Oh my
team.
god. Yeah, they can stagger them with Shatter and Grav together. This could be huge.
They just gotta make sure these tank ults go off. Can't get the Grav eaten, can't get the Shatter blocked.
Yeah, and Mercury Cougars definitely not gonna just give it to them here.
Absolutely not.
Diva's on the high ground. Here's the
That's
grab.
a good grab, gets 2. But the Reinhardt goes down.
What is going on here?
And then they
Rushpert
beat
gets
it.
taken out. Oh, and then they get beat right at the last second. Oh my god, they're off the cart.
And they're all split up.
Ah, dang, Action News Team, you had this win within your grasp. Or at least this point.
Огонь по готовности.
And they have their own grab. Yep.
Peware still kind of trying to hang on here. Gets
Yeah.
DMAC'd. Shatter on the back line. Is that going to be enough? No. Sloth
Nobody's
getting
killed
taken out.
Pure yet.
Oh no!
Sentinel almost
Sentinel!
touched. He got moved away.
Victory.
Well, great game, Mercury Cougars. You really showed how talented you guys are and how long you guys have been together. Really good alt economy and coordination there. But look at this play from Corgi Bebop. We know that he is insane at this game.
Fire at will.
And I wouldn't put it past Action News team to get a lot better in the future. A lot of them are new. Some of them are only a couple weeks, into the season. I think a few more weeks, Action News team may be a much stronger team than they are now.
I know. I'm really looking forward to seeing what is in store for them. Like if they can coordinate with Corgi Bebop and kind of help him, enable him to carry the team with their front line. It seems like their front line needs a lot of work, but they've got their DPS just because Corgi Bebop is so dominant. Like that's one aspect of their team that is really strong. But I think the rest of their team needs to either help them, help Bebop, or like just work together in a more synergistic way around communicating and things things like that. But taking into account that Mercury Cougars has been around for so long and Action News Team is basically all a new group of people that both performed excellently, and I'm excited to see how far Mercury Cougars goes, whether they make it into playoffs. Great luck to both teams, and great job today.
I believe it's 3 teams per group, right? This season? I could be
believe.
wrong.
I have not honestly been keeping track of that closely, but I'm going to
Yes.
take faith with yourself.
So it's not 6 teams for upper? Okay, because I had somebody tell me that it was 6 a long time ago, and then I haven't heard anything since.
Well, we're just going to have to wait and find out.
Yep.
Let me just plug our Discord and everything again, because we are ending the stream. Thank you everyone for watching. We are Overwatch Pretenders. You can check us out on Discord. We are a league that caters to lower-ish ranked players, diamond and lower. And we've got a YouTube. We've got a Twitter. Twitter handle is OW Pretenders. YouTube is Overwatch Pretenders. Of course, our Discord is also Overwatch Pretenders. If you want to get recruited onto a team and play, you can fill out the free agent form, join us, potentially for nightly pickup games. And we have tournaments, maybe once or every 2 months, and we have seasons. This is our 4th season, so thank you for watching. I'm Moshi Man, and my host has been Ronan.
Yes,
Peace
I had
out,
a great
guys.
time.
Great job, Ronan. Glad to have you with me, and I'm glad that you enjoy casting.
Yeah, thank you. You're basically the gold standard. So.
Oh, thanks. Anyways, great night, and we'll see you next time. Overwatch Pretenders.